Hello, everybody. Welcome to Lunchtime Detroit Lions Talk. It's brought to you by the Detroit Lions on the Prowl and the Belly Up Sports Network. And today we're going to talk about Calvin Johnson. But first, I got to kick it to my main man, the man of steel himself, Curt Steele.
What up, dude? Welcome to the show, people. You know who we are. We are Detroit Lions on the Prowl, your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors. And as always, subscribe to the channel. Join the family, because we don't have fans, we don't have viewers, we have family. And it's all love right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. But first, let me kick to the third man on the team. Who?
Mike Jones. Who? Coach Mike Jones. What's going on, Lion fans?
Let's get this thing started
right now.
Let's go.
It's Detroit Lions Talk, baby.
We're going to get up, and on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off.
Yes, sir. We in the deep. Hello, welcome back to the show, people. Today is all about Calvin Johnson's saga ending, all that drama. Mike, what you got on that?
Man, this is like a stress lifted off the franchise's back, because nobody wants to have a Hall of Famer, a disgruntled Hall of Famer with your franchise. You know, especially a new inductee. You know what I'm saying? So to have that clear now, to have that in the back of Lions conscience, you know, in the back of the fans' minds, to have that good, man, that's gonna be so big. He can possibly come in now and on the field and help the receivers with Antoine Randall. Man, it's big, man. I don't know what you got, Jim.
I think that I'm going to tell you this. I think it could turn into a job. I think they're trying to schedule payments and stuff like this. I think it turns into a job. He could provide the weed for the team. No, I'm just kidding. Had to do it. I had to do it. But no, the experience of a Hall of Fame wide receiver, just being there in the building with those people and our wide receivers, man, it would just be a uplifting thing for the whole Lions organization.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to address the fans because you have two groups of fans, right? Because the Lions fan base is really divided on this topic. So you have the fans who are like, well, yeah, pay him the money, he earned that money, blah. You have people who are saying, nah, well, he didn't do it, so he shouldn't get paid. Okay, I'm going to address those guys, that second group. All right, so Calvin, people have had jobs. A lot of people have had jobs. And there are people who have outperformed their salary. Right, you would do a raise. You worked years. You worked for the same salary, and you should have gotten a raise a long time ago. Right, you have those people, and they understand what's going on. My thing is that Calvin Johnson had a Hall of Fame career on a losing team for the majority of his career, and he still had a Hall of Fame career. If you don't think he out-earned that $1 million, it just doesn't make sense. The guy earned way more money for the Detroit Lions than that $1 million that was just additional to for that signing bonus, right? The guy was the face of the league. He was a Madden cover athlete. He was the guy was multiple Pro Bowls. The guy was the reason people watched Detroit Lions football when there was no reason in hell to watch Detroit Lions football because it was so bad. I mean, he was the reason people were putting their butts in the seats at Ford Field because of Calvin Johnson. So if you don't think he out-earned that bonus, come on, man, you tripping on that one because of the fact that this guy, not only did he do that, but he played hurt the majority of the second half of his career. The guy almost never practiced because he was on the training table for most of the week. He did the walkthrough and played the game because he was so hurt and so injured with so many injuries. The guy didn't complain. He was so quiet. He went out and did his job. He wasn't flashy. He just went out and made the spectacular plays on the field. And they changed the NFL rule just because of something that he did on the field. The Calvin Johnson rule for the catch was implemented because of something he did on the field. So they looked at how the NFL receivers are really refereed on the field because of Calvin Johnson. The guy was just a monster. He was a problem on the field. When you have defenses playing punt coverage on the goal line because of Calvin Johnson. That guy changed the NFL, and he changed the way the game was played. He earned that and so much more. And I'm so happy for Sheila Ford Hamp, because different Lions leadership would not have made this step.
I agree.
Well said.
Wow.
Going on to our next segment. What do you got, Mike Jones?
Yeah, we got the news and rumors today, and you know what? These are some pretty interesting topics. So, one ESPN writer predicts that the Detroit Lions will sign Trai Turner. Wow. I know somebody is kind of happy about that. So, Jim, what do you think about that?
Well, I'm going to tell you, you heard it here first, actually. Nostradamus of football once again. No, I'm not sure we're going to sign him, though. They said it was a $6 million, $4 to $6 million deal. And I'm like,
I think it was like 4.5 or something like that.
I'm like, no, he was only asking for 2 to 3.
Yeah,
and he's still sitting out there.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's going to happen, but I do believe that we do need an insurance. But one of the things the article said was, what does this do to Big V about his confidence? And if they wanted to rock with him going forward and they bring in Trai Turner for competition, I don't know. I mean, for me, I don't care. I want that line to be solid depth. Solid, man. All right. What you got, Curt?
And one of the things with the Trai Turner deal, it kind of coincides with another thing that happened yesterday, right? And we've been talking about this, and still really irritates the hell out of me, is that Pro Football Focus, they came up with their 32 top offensive guards in the NFL, and not a damn Detroit Lions was on that list. Even Jonah Jackson should have been on there. Even if he was 31, he should have made that list. That guy had a tremendous rookie season.
Sure did.
I don't understand it. The same with the interior defensive linemen. They had guys on there who don't even have a team yet, and they're the top defensive interior defensive linemen going. Michael Brockers didn't make it. Nobody on the Lions made the top 32. But we'll talk about. But pro football farce is how they get down. But it's one of those things where I think Trai Turner will be a tremendous addition to the team. I like it for competition, and. You guys, I mean, we've talked about this where, we talk about people's psyche and things of that nature. And, but sometimes you have to do that for people to compete. And sometimes it pushes the envelope. It may push Big V to be a better player.
That's totally true. What you got next?
Yes. So for OTAs, they had picks and they had about 64.
Yes.
One thing I think, man, is there's a lot of guys were in shape. It was a lot of muscles out there for this early in training. It was a lot of ripping muscles and veins popping out, and I'm like, okay. But yeah, man. But what you got, Jim, on that, man? What did you think about the picks?
I've seen a lot of smiles. I'll tell you that. But there's people that I've seen in those picks that I didn't expect to be there. Sheila Ford Hamp is on the field for OTAs. Look at how important this is to her and the Ford family. Also, Chris Spielman on the field as well. And I'm like, look at the coaching staff. Look at it's just intense. You can see they're having fun, and it just looks like all smiles. I hope it doesn't turn to frowns during the season, but so far it looks great to me.
Yeah, I mean, you had a couple people missing. I didn't see. Now, I'm not saying he wasn't there. He may have been at the Starbucks next to Allen Park, but I didn't see Jamie Collins there. But one thing about Jamie Collins is that
Starbucks. I just got that.
The number 58 was worn by Penei Sewell. He had 58 on in the pictures, so that means Jamie Collins may have changed his number. And looks like he could wear, if he's a linebacker, he could wear a single-digit number. He could go back to his college number 8. That's a possible thing. I think some of the NFL, I think the NFL may have kind of loosened that as far as that purse string of holding the players accountable for the numbers, switching numbers, because of the fact that if you have a player like Penei Sewell, right? The Lions will sell the league or Nike will sell more Penei Sewell 58 jerseys than they ever will Jamie Collins jerseys.
And I think Sewell may be here a little bit longer than
so
Jamie Collins.
But if you look at the to me, it's a marketing thing where you have to look at it where I know I can sell more of this jersey than I can of this jersey, and it just makes sense. And I think that they may have kind of just relaxed that rule because a lot of players are changing numbers. You see that not just on the Lions but other teams as well. But I'm happy to see Penei Sewell rocking a 58. That may be Curt's next jersey. I don't know.
That's my next jersey. I'm telling you
I
right
don't know.
now.
Well, hopefully Collins ain't butthurt. So NFL Network on Amon Ra St. Brown. I think he's gonna have a big year. Amon Ra. Curt, man, what you think about Amon Ra, man?
Amon Ra is gonna be. I mean, just looking at him, the sleight of build. I mean, the way he's built and the way he moves, he just reminds me of even a more technical Golden Tate. He reminds me of him, but he's just looked like he's even more technically sound than at that age than Golden Tate was, especially early in his career over at Seattle. I did not Golden Tate come out of college because he played at Notre Dame. But I liked him when he got to the Lions. And I think Amon Ra St. Brown will be a game changer for Detroit in that slot position.
Totally agree. I had him starting right away. That was my outlook on him, starting slot. And interesting thing is he showed up and his brother didn't. Green Bay had a lot of people missing, which I'm cheering for that. And I don't want to go into a whole topic, but I'm just saying Amon Ra St. Brown, yes, he's going to have a big year.
And the really thing that really stood out with that was the Lions was one of those teams that signed that memorandum with the NFL Players Association about the OTAs, and the majority of the Lions showed up to OTAs. I would have thought it would have been the opposite since they signed that memorandum saying that, with concerns about the OTAs, that less Lions would have showed up, but it looks like almost the entire roster was there. I mean,
Except
backups and I'm telling you, he probably was there, but he was filling up the mug, at the over at
that shows the importance of.
He might have been. Go ahead.
It shows the importance of team of camaraderie and building from scratch that everybody in that organization has, from Sheila to the players.
Yep. Hey, Jamie Collins, cheers.
Cheers, buddy. There you go. Buddy. Drinking that Kool-Aid.
Yeah, drinking that. Give me go spit his coffee. Yeah.
All right. Well, as soon as Curt's done with the coffee, we're gonna go over to the Wall of Fame real quick. What you got when you're ready, Curt?
All right, we got our bronze members. We got Detroit Drew, Midwest Lion, Bubba Bo, John Kapler, Detroit Lions Talk with Micro Mike. What up, Mike? Sub-Z Trap City Boys Entertainment. Man, I just love that name. Then we have our Allen Bogarakis. Then we turn around and go to Crystal Wiley, Steve Castillo, Brian Stover, John Martin, Jimbo G. What up, Jimbo? Jeez. And the Latino Lion to round out our bronze members. Silver members, we have Nomis J, Jason Portis, Cap Ice Cold, Batman of the 313, and Go Lions. All right, for our gold members, we have Bob Corso, North End Ken, Jeff and the D, Larry McQuiston, and welcoming back to the gold members, Turner C. Burley. We have Randall Flag 606, Miles Gibbs, Randy Prince, the Gridiron Blitz, and you know who it is, the Doctor. Dr. Detroit is always in. To become a member of the Wall of Fame, just click the Join Now button in the description or click the lines on the Prowl logo at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, also we have that 3:00 gold member meeting. And if you wanted to upgrade before that 3:00 and get in on that Zoom meeting, today is the day, 3 p.m. I'll be sending that link in the gold members community tab. So if you want to look for that. Now we're going to head over to the Detroit Lions on the Prowl trivia. And the question today is, what former Lions player was suspended by the NFL for betting on games? And no, it's not Pete Rose. That's baseball.
This is too easy, man. This is too easy. Mike, you got. I know you might get it.
Let Mike get it.
No, it's not.
I got it, man. And he just went in the Hall of Fame, baby. Alex Karras,
Alex
actor,
Karras.
Alex
that
Karras,
is correct. Alex Karras is the answer. We also had a couple winners on Facebook and Twitter, and it didn't take long for Chuck Hill on Facebook and Ryan McCluskey on Twitter to Chuck King of the Hill. I just came up with that. Anyway,
Right.
those are our winners for today. And now let's see what you thought today about yesterday's show and just whatever you were thinking. We're going to start out with Steve Garwood. I'll cheer and pray for defensive lineman Austin Bryant if he stops karate kicking, if he makes a play. I about gave my hope up after I saw that. I'll just do it anyway. Martin Gramatica, Stephen Tulloch, Desmond Howard, Gus Farrat all got hurt from celebrations, and he is weird doing a high kick after a sack.
Yeah.
You know, one thing I say about Austin Bryant, I didn't see a brace. I didn't see crutches. I saw him actually practicing. So I'm happy.
Ooh. All right. Theodore Kerher says, motivation comes with culture and culture eats scheme for lunch. Interesting choice of words. I think culture can multiply a scheme. It makes a scheme better if they're playing with motivation. But I get what you're saying, and so yeah, it's an interesting comment. Thanks.
Right on. So, some Lions, I think that's what it is. Some Lions. Will Harris had that 4.3 speed coming out of college. I've been telling people that, and I feel like he's going to be the most improved player on the team. Thank you, man. Thank you. That's how I feel, man.
Oh, wow. Bruce Betterly with the novel. I'm just kidding. Jeff Okuda needs to be the most improved player for 2021. Flowers and Collins need to step it up. Hand and Bryan need to prove they can stay healthy, then prove that they are so talented that cutting them would be a mistake. Harris needs to step up, too, if he enjoys cashing NFL paychecks. The top 53 players need to be healthy and as talented as we can get. 0 wasted roster spots. I won't miss anyone who hasn't really shown much during their tenure here. Yeah, I agree with that. I like the fact that you think Okuda needs to be most improved. I think that whole defense needs to be improved. Every position, every player, it was very bad last year.
Definitely. All right. Doug Prince 72. Hurt. The rule is if they play for Detroit, they suck. Okay. If they play anywhere else, they are Hall of Fame caliber. Okay. Did you see how high Houston quarterback, I guess Deshaun Watson is at 25? He may not play until mid-season after his cases are settled. And he's talking about the PFF thing. Mm-hmm. They have him outperforming Goff this season. You know what though? I'm not really getting to the numbers on what Goff's going to do this year. I just think that if he can win games, that's all I'm really concerned about. You know what I'm saying? Putting up numbers and all this, passing numbers and everything like that. I'm not really concerned about that. Can Goff manage the games and win and control the clock and get us into situations where we can win games? That's all I'm concerned about. So
right. Mm-hmm. Me too. Jerry McClellan says, I like the GM, but they reach for the head coach. This will haunt us going forward. Man, Jerry, I would hate to disagree with you, but I disagree with you. Because Dan Campbell has brought in coaches like Mark DeLeon, like Deuce Staley, like Anthony Lynn, a former head coach, Aaron Glenn. Like, he's brought in guys who wouldn't have came here if he wasn't the coach. They wouldn't have came here for the other Campbell. The coaches came here because they respect Dan Campbell. That's the only reason why we have such a star-studded coaching staff. So I hate to be the one to disagree with you, but I disagree with you.
You have every right to disagree. It's our show.
I don't hate to disagree with him. I think he's wrong.
Dead wrong.
Dead wrong.
All right. Today's question of the day is, do you think the Lions did the right thing by settling with Calvin Johnson? They just have to set up payments yet. I actually think this is going to turn into a job, and that's how he's going to get paid. I think there'll be something else to this. I think there's another part to this story. But like Curt said, there's two sets of Lions fans out there that believe differently about this situation. So what do you think? Do you think the Lions did the right thing? Or do you think that they caved? Do you think that they, did the wrong thing here? That's okay. Let's put it in the comments below, and every other comment that you want to make about this show, absolutely put them in the comments below. We answer every single one. And now my favorite part of the show, the dessert with my man Curt.
Okay, now this story today, the dessert with your man Curt, has to do with the NFL making a league-wide announcement yesterday. Now, it is that most of the NFL, I would say, I think it's 29 of the 32 teams will start training camp on 27 July. Mm-hmm. So this is like the first time that the league will have a widespread start of training camp throughout the league. Is usually, they have them staggered, teams really pick when they're going to do their training camps, but the league-wide is going to be 27 July, and they're going to have the first events for fans will be on that 31st. So you look at it, team activities, and you're going to have fans there. So you're going to open up not only the stadiums to fans, but season ticket holders and all those people will be allowed to come to training camp as well. So I'm pretty sure that Coach Jones will be headed up the road to check out Lions training camp over at Allen Park. So that's a big announcement that the league is starting the training camp for 29 of the 32 teams will start all at the same time. That hasn't happened in so long, but it's good to see that at least the fans and those individuals that want to come, vendors and things of that nature will be able to go to training camp, and it's probably going to be one of the best experiences because they're going to try to do an all-out things to have activities for the kids, and they're going to do a lot of things, and I'm excited for that. So look out for that. The dates for what the fans activities will be coming out for DetroitLions.com. So just check it out. But 27 July training camp will start for the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, my final thoughts for today is kind of based on what you were just saying. And the NFL stadiums are expected to be full this year. And if they are, what does that mean? That means the salary cap for next year will be going up. And that is going to be really good news for the Detroit Lions, who have a lot of dead cap still on their thing. And next year, hey, you know what? It might be a sign that we can start getting really good free agents in here, that we could continue to build through the draft, and we may be very competitive even next year. I think that could be a possibility. I'm really thinking it's 2023, but we'll just have to see how they do this year, and then see what we got for the year after that. But I'm very excited about that. Very excited today. I get to talk to my people. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. 3:00 Zoom meeting with our gold members. I'll tell you what, I have so much fun with that. Just to get to know everybody from the heart. I look forward to it. I really do. So that is today, Friday, Free for All Friday. And never know who's going to show up. So show up at 11 a.m. on Friday and find out who's there for Free for All Friday. All right. And that is my final thoughts for the day. What do you got, Mike?
My final thoughts for today is I really have mixed feelings about the situation, and I see that 30 out of 32 teams are going to be at 100% capacity.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's a big step up from no capacity. So
and cardboard people.
Yeah. So that, man, I still remember the NBA playoffs. They had cardboard people, and and man, it's like I think personally the NFL should have at least went half. Should at least went 50% capacity just to start off, and then maybe a little bit, maybe halfway through the season and see how it is. They evaluate and they can make that change, because you're only gonna invite more people and they're only gonna want to come. So
Agreed.
But to do 100% right off the back, I'm not totally against it. Mm-hmm. I just am kind of cautious about how that's going to work out. We love it as fans. I'm sure we're happy, and I'm sure NFL is happy. But man, I I got kind of like, I don't know, feelings about it. So that's just my thoughts for today. Not to be on the downside or damper the fans. I know a lot of people are happy, like, yeah, we're going back, but it's not as the situation's not over. It's far from being over. So, you know.
Yeah. All right. My final thoughts for today is definitely I am so excited to see that the Lions started OTAs yesterday, and just to see the pictures and the way that they were out there grinding yesterday, and getting it in and having fun and being competitive. And then I saw one picture that really did my heart good, is that the secondary group took a group picture. And I'm like, you hardly ever see that in an OTA where that's it. Like everybody was together, and they were all, smiling like they were having fun. They took a group picture, so that was fun to see. That's my favorite position. I love secondary. Definitely, those are the guys, corners, safeties. Those are the guys I grew up watching, and wanted to emulate when I was young. So that's a big thing for me. But other than that, man, I'm just happy that the Lions are in the building, and we're gonna see some good stuff from them coming up here in the next season. So I'm excited. I'm cautiously optimistic, but I'm excited as well. But you know who we are. We are Detroit Lions on the Prowl. You're home for Detroit Lions news and rumors. And subscribe to the channel. Join the family. We don't have fans. We don't have viewers. We have family. And it's all love right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. Go over and check us out over there at bellyupsports.com. You can catch the video of this show over there on their platform as well. And you can listen to some great podcasts, some talented guys, especially if you like hockey. Their hockey department is going crazy right now in the NHL playoffs. So go over there and check it out. Those guys do some great jobs with those podcasts. And if you want to just read some great articles, any articles on any topic that you really want on sports, you can find it over there at bellyupsports.com as well. And if you're going to get some Lions gear, like, I'm sporting right now, go over to fanatics.com. The link is in the description below. And join their My Fan Cash Rewards program. You can earn Lions gear. You can earn money to buy Lions gear right there on the site as well. And a portion of the proceeds from the link in the description go to help us grow the content on this platform. And we thank you for that, for individuals who went up there and bought stuff at Fanatics on our link. We really appreciate what you guys are doing for us. It's what? It's hump day, baby. The week is halfway over, baby. So grind it out. You only got a couple of days left. And like Jim said, 3:00, Gold members Zoom meeting. It's going to be fun. It's going to be lit. How we always get in there and chop it up. You learn about us. We learn about you. And we just chop it up about our Detroit Lions as well. So as you go about the rest of your day, sip the rest of your Coke or your pop or whatever you're drinking and get back to work, baby, because the work day is almost over. You're almost there. And whatever you do in life, you know what you got to do, baby. You got to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you that you can be. For my fellas, Mike and Jim, this is Curt Steele, and we will holler at you real soon.